guys, welcome back to the vlog. I am just in a very different place because I've noticed that all of the places that I filmed before are no more. So I'm sitting on a seat with bags banging my head because I wanted to show you all the changes and stuff our flat has been going through already, and there's going to be so many more. So I'll show you all the plans as well while we're walking through, and especially the bedroom. The bedroom has changed astronomically because if you've seen my vlogs before, I generally filmed them all in my sewing nook under our loft bed, and the loft bed is not here anymore. It's been sold, it's got a new owner. It was pretty sad to see it go, I'm not gonna lie, but the thing is for me that, you know, welcoming a baby into our lives out trumps anything that makes me sad that we're losing, so it's all good. Oh, first of all, I want to tell you what I'm wearing. So, okay, this is the belted sweater by Digital Pattern Library, and actually is run and drafted and everything by the person who is drafting our sewing patterns for Gabberdashery patterns. She's called Alexandra Wall and she's amazing, and I'm really excited to support her. And I was going to make this sweater because when I saw it come out I was like, oh my god, I really wanted to make it, thought it was perfect for bump and all of that. And then I had the Camden Stitch over, Jane is her name, and she came over to collect a whole bunch of sewing magazines because I just had to clear them, was just in declutter mode, and she came over and brought me this as a present, and I just, oh, I love it so much. It is really fantastic. And it's got loads of room for bump, and yes, I am still wearing my pyjamas. I think you're gonna see a very different side of me in the pregnancy videos because I'm not gonna bother with makeup or anything, and thanks to your lovely comments on the last one, it really doesn't matter. It's real life, it doesn't matter. But anyway, back to the jumper. It is like the coziest, loveliest thing. I love the sleeves, and I'm gonna live in it. I just love it, it's so cozy. So thank you, Jane, for that. That was just so generous and lovely, and I also have the pattern, so I've got some other ones in mind. And I have started sewing again. 2 days ago, I just started feeling, suddenly I just kicked into energy gear. In fact, it was just after I showed Jane the summer house, and I was like, maybe this is going to inspire me to sew this afternoon, because I'm not feeling too bad. Like, my energy is definitely up loads more. You can probably notice the difference in the way I'm talking. I'm always a bit louder when I've got more energy. Yeah, I was just so, I got very emotional about it, to be honest. I sat in the summer house and I started sewing, and then I just started crying, and I was like, I've really missed this, and this is a part of me that I feel like I've reclaimed, and because I just haven't felt well enough or felt like it for 2 months. But then I kind of got back into the swing of it really quickly, and I started with a project that you might think I'm crazy, but I've started with a coat because this is Hobbs. Wait, you gotta see this is so cute. Hobbs, are you coming up to say hello? Oh, sweetheart, he literally was nuzzling the camera, bless him. Okay, we're going to show you more of Hobbs in a minute, but Hobbs, you can't lose my trail of thought because it's so short anyway. I really have got baby brain already, it's crazy. Right, what was I talking about? The coat, yes, so I started with a coat because I'd already cut out the coat, or what I thought was the whole coat, in blue wool, and it's a number 4 London coat by How to Do Fashion. A lovely swing coat, so it's perfect for bump. I don't need to change anything, getting ready for, you know, getting bigger. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna carry on with the coat that I cut out, and I was just starting pinning everything together when I was like, this just seems a lot shorter than what I had in mind. I thought that it was quite a long coat, at least under the knee, and this is a lot shorter. And I went back to the pattern piece and I saw that it said at the bottom, for version 1, which is what I'm making, add 30 centimetres to the length. So I hadn't done that obviously when I first cut it out. I'd only just noticed it. And went to Instagram. You guys are awesome, and everyone basically said, yeah, add a panel, that'll be awesome. And everyone, a lot of people wrote to me going, do a different coloured panel, which is of course what I already had in mind. I was like, well, if I'm adding a panel to the hem, we're going for a different colour. And if you know me, you can probably guess. Let me just show you the bit. And you've probably already seen this, I'm probably talking rubbish, but anyway, so it starts with this lovely blue. And I love this wool, got it from a car boot sale, super cheap. And then, yellow! I love these colours together. It's kind of got like a bit of a, it comes out really quite limey, but actually it's more mustardy than anything. Yeah, I managed to do quite a lot in my first day of sewing back. So we've got sleeves on, all of the panels, because it's lots of lovely panels are together, and then of course I've added the new panels that I cut out as well, but I have not finished sewing up the side seams, because although the pattern has pockets on the front that you kind of add at the end and top stitch on, I'm just such a side seam pocket girl, so I decided not to sew up the side seams, and I'm just gonna get a pocket piece. In fact, I'm gonna use the Gabberdashery patterns pocket piece, and add some inseam pockets, and then sorry, I'm very croaky today, and then finish off the side seams. So the kind of shell is nearly done, and then yesterday I went to the knitting and stitching show, and I felt good. And like, to be honest, when I first arrived I was like, I've made a horrible mistake, I feel awful. I was really like dizzy and faint again, like back to the beginning, but it's because it was just so busy that I think I just got overwhelmed, because I've seen very few people in the last 2 months. I've like my husband, my dog, and my parents, and my like maybe some others. I had some friends over last week, just a couple and stuff. So yeah, but it's been really quite low key. And then suddenly walking to the knitting and stitching show, and it was packed. I mean, for a Thursday it was insane, because I thought, oh, it'll be really quiet on a Thursday. I was like, Barbara, bring mint in the pram, it's gonna be so quiet. And I turned up and I was like, holy wow, yeah, it was very busy. And I was very overwhelmed and flustered and out of breath and all that stuff. But luckily by the time Barbara arrived, I'd calmed down, and we had a really lovely day together. And I started the day with the FAF team, actually learning more about their beautiful new sewing machines. Very exciting stuff coming up with that, and with Elisa Lex and the new Craft House girls, and we had a really lovely little kind of team meeting, hangout together, which was lovely. Yeah, then I met up with Barbara. We just had such a nice day together, and it was just really lovely actually to be out and about, because I have been getting quite bored. It was so lovely to bump into some wonderful lovely friends like Sheridan and meet some new people, and it was just, yeah, it was a really lovely day actually. And I also found, because my one thing I needed to do was get the lining for the coat, because although you know I have big stash no cash, I also needed 3.5 meters of a lining fabric, and I do not have that in my stash. Even if I was going for something that I didn't think matched, I just don't have that much meterage in any of my lining type fabrics. And right at the end, at the textile centre, this popped out at me. Yay! And it's got the exact yellow that the let me show you, the exact same yellow, and the blue kind of, it just matches so well. It's on a navy background. I think it's coming out quite black, but it's on a navy background, and it's all my favourite colours. It was extraordinarily cheap because I had very little budget for it, and I've got 3.5 meters. So I'm ready to like do the lining bit and have a finished coat, I'm hoping by the end of today. So that is extremely exciting, and that's not at all the reason why I came on to do this video, is that I have got so sidetracked. Right, okay, I'm gonna quickly show you the bedroom and the differences, and then yeah, I'll do like a series of these vlogs where I kind of show you a room by room change. But yeah, let's start with the bedroom because I have sort of tidied it. I haven't hoovered yet. Don't look at the floor. In fact, don't look too closely at anything. Tidying has not been my forte recently because I get just, yeah, knackered when I start tidying. It's like I'm allergic to tidying. Yeah. So, okay, right. Let me do that. I will show you what we've done in the bedroom. Okay, there's Hobbles on the bed. So let me just quickly walk you through. This corner is where the loft bed was. That's why that shelf is up there. And underneath there was the sewing nook by the window. So yeah, this is all very different. This bed is unbelievably ginormous. It has come from eBay, and it has so much storage. I can't even begin to tell you how much storage. We've got like a massive Hoover down there, all our laundry bags. Stephen and I both have cupboards on either side, so I've got all my shoes and my big jumpers and like all sorts of stuff in there. I mean, it's actually pretty bad. I need to sort it out. But yeah, it's a very high bed. Hobbs needs a lift up to it. He can't jump up or down. You tried to jump up on the first day and you hit your head, didn't you, baby? And he has also jumped down before. In fact, are you going to jump down now? Are you? No, he's too scared. So yeah, so that is a massive change. And we've always had our clothes like hanging on these hangers, including the middle one. And it was amazing to take those all down, and now they're on a clothing rail at the moment, to remember that we had this beautiful mirror that a friend gave us. I mean, just insane beautiful mirror behind the bed. So that was really cool to be like, oh yay, I knew something was there. There was always, you know, we remembered it, but just seeing it again, it's really lovely, and it makes a great little bed head. And you've probably noticed we both love toys. I've had this turtle since I was like 13. Yeah, I do hug him at night. I'm gonna admit this. It's because when my back started hurting, I noticed that I had to only lie on one side, and hugging a turtle really helps me stay on that side. So now I'm like a bit obsessed with hugging a toy every night, and I can't get to sleep if I don't have him. Poor Stephen. But anyway, Stephen got this shark because he's obsessed with sharks not very long ago, and he doesn't sleep with us. He actually gets thrown off the bed the moment we're in it. But he looks kind of cute, and they're getting on very well, those two. Oh god, people are going to think I'm mental. And then knitting that I'm working on at the moment. I'm making this really big jumper that's just going to swallow me. And lovely like mohair style wool, and you just love the colours going through it. I'm not normally like a green, especially like a murky green person. I got it very much for the yellow and blue. But I do love that kind of transition. I think it's really pretty. So yes, very exciting. And what we're doing here is the drawers, and that are going to hopefully miraculously become a cupboard, so that Stephen and I can have a cupboard on each side. You can tell which clothes are mine and which are Stephen's. Okay, but yeah, so we're going to hopefully have a cupboard, the whole of that space. So we've got like 2 alcove cupboards, and that will be the only place we will have clothes and stuff, and we have to be really strict about that, because then this is all going to go. And yeah, we've got so much decluttering to do. This clothes rail, look at Hobbles, is going to go, and then that's kind of going to be the baby corner, so obviously all those clothes will go as well, and we'll have some kind of cot and changing area there, because we don't have any more space but this to share a room with our baby. So we're going to try and make it work. We even want to try and get a nursing type chair in there as well, so that it might look smaller than it is. Actually, I think there's actually quite a bit of space, but yeah, we'll see. We've also got this gorgeous thing to put on the wall. So it's like a little cupboard, and it's really cute, and there's all sorts under here. I mean, like there's a desk. under here that was in the summer house. There's all my clothes that I'll no longer fit into for a year or so. Yeah, it's crazy. And I'm using the bottom of the shelves to hang my clothes that I actually wear up, because all these clothes are more like stage clothes and are going to have to go into storage. So yeah, there's a lot of sorting to do, but I think it's like, especially when the cupboards are in, it's going to be really lovely. And also all this is going to change, so that bookcase is going to go. I'm actually sorting all that out today. I'm taking out all of the stuff, the bookcase, and we're going to change this over, take away the mirror, and we're just going to have shelving basically across, and maybe some thin units of like drawers and things underneath. So yeah, I'm just exhausted telling you all of that. You can probably hear I get just so out of breath. But yeah, so there's a lot to do, and you know, I'm only 14 weeks, so I've got a lot of time to do it. But actually, we really want to be done by Christmas. We want to have everything sorted by Christmas, where I'm going to be at 26 weeks. Yeah, 25 weeks on Christmas Day, which I think is really lovely. Yeah, and then I can just relax a bit more knowing that at least the flat is sorted, because with such a small space, I think you've got to be really creative. So we're basically gonna use all the time we can. We've got Stephen's half term coming up in a week's time. We've got 2 weeks then, and then obviously the Christmas holidays, to really like sort it all out so that we can come back after Christmas and be like, okay, we've got, obviously we'll still have loads to do, but at least like the main things are done. So yeah, I think some people think maybe we're doing this really early, but actually it just felt right to us. We're like, let's just get things done when we can, and put our mind at ease that we can fit it in, because that's quite worrying. I hope we can. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave you now, and I hope this has been an interesting vlog in some way. I hope I really have talked a lot of crap, so sorry about that. But I'm going to get on with my day now, because you've probably noticed that I'm actually quite full of beans, and I'm really excited to use this energy and do stuff. And I'm going to eat my next meal, because I eat every 2 hours. I start feeling sick again, so I'm going to eat. I'm going to have scrambled eggs on bagels. Oh, it's one of my favourites. And then hopefully get on with my coat. Yay! Okay guys, I hope you are all well. Thank you again for all your lovely messages. That really meant the world to me. Like, making this news public has been the best thing I've done so far, because having you all along for the journey, it just feels like a big warm hug, and I'm very lucky to have all of you. And yeah, hopefully you will enjoy this little stage of my life. Lots and lots of love. Take care.